Hello, you're watching Shalom World News. I'm Katie Asco from Dublin, Ireland, and these are your latest headlines from around the world. Since the Taliban took over the Afghan capital of Kabul on August 15th, there are growing concerns about the safety of the small number of Christians in the country. According to reports by pontifical charity Aid to the Church in Need, Christians might be forced to convert to Islam or face death. By unofficial estimates, the number of Christians in the country could be between 1,000 and 20,000. New York-based website Religion Unplugged has quoted an Afghan Christian convert as saying that Taliban fighters have started going door to door in search of Christian believers. There are also fears that Christian women and girls will be forced to marry the fighters. Observers say that Sunni Islam could be made the state religion and Sharia law may be reintroduced. Amid the pandemic crisis, the Church in Vietnam has renewed its consecration to the Blessed Virgin, who is honoured in the country under the title of Our Lady of Vang. Archbishop Chi Lin of Hue celebrated Mass at the famous shrine of Vang, marking the solemnity of the Assumption of Our Lady. Millions of believers both inside and outside the nation watched on social media platforms due to pandemic restrictions. Renewing the consecration to Our Lady, the prelate urged believers to keep their faith in God and invoke the Blessed Virgin amid the crisis caused by the pandemic. The Shrine of Vang is the largest pilgrim centre dedicated to the Virgin Mary in Vietnam and is 50 kilometres north of Hue City. A report prepared by the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom has documented severe violations of religious freedom in North Korea. The report chronicles various forms of torture for practicing religion, such as physical beating, deprivation of food, water and sleep, and cavity searches. The report says that North Koreans experience the denial of the right to religious freedom from birth. It also contains incidents of execution for practicing Christianity. In 2015, 6 people were executed by a firing squad for secretly practicing Christianity, and 40 others were sent to a political prison camp for life. In addition, 3 members of a family were sentenced to death for conducting Christian worship at home. Several pro-life organizations in Spain have demanded that the Constitutional Court releases its 2010 ruling on the unconstitutionality of the abortion law that was never made public. The law was passed in February 2010 by the administration led by then Prime Minister Zapatero, and it paved the way for abortion on demand in the country. On June 1st of the same year, the People's Party filed an appeal with the Constitutional Court challenging its legality. The campaign of pro-lifers demanding no more silence has garnered more than 20,000 signatures. According to political experts, the government of Prime Minister Sanchez is afraid that the Constitutional Court's ruling could overturn the abortion law. Faith-based hospitals and care homes in the Australian state of Queensland have appealed to Parliament for protections enabling them to opt out of an assisted dying regime. This comes as a parliamentary committee recommended passing a bill to legalise assisted dying. Once passed, the bill would allow doctors to enter a hospital or care home and administer the lethal dose without informing the facility. It would also make Queensland the only state to use law to coerce hospitals and aged care homes to permit assisted suicide. Marking strong opposition in a statement on August 20th, Toby Hall, the Group Chief Executive of St Vincent's Health Australia, which runs private hospitals in the state, said that to allow unaccredited doctors to enter hospital rooms without notice or permission to help a patient die is, quote, a radical and dangerous undermining of patient safety and should be rejected. Meanwhile, in Israel, the Catholic Church of the Multiplication of Loaves and Fishes in Tabqa has been targeted by Vandals for the second time. A 6-inch iron cross was stolen from an outdoor stone altar on the premises of the church, and police have launched an investigation. The outdoor altar is used for masses along the shore of the Sea of Galilee, where the church is located. The church, which is built on the site where Jesus performed the miracle of multiplying 5 loaves and 2 fishes to feed 5,000 people, was torched by a Jewish extremist in June 2015, causing severe damage to its entrance, the adjoining Benedictine Abbey, and pilgrim office. The German Association of the Holy Land, which owns the church property, has termed the theft an anti-Christian act. Commemorating the 30th anniversary of the visit of Pope St. John Paul II to Debrecen in eastern Hungary, a statue of the Polish pontiff was unveiled in front of St. Anne's Cathedral in the city last week. During the unveiling of the full-figure statue, State Secretary for Church and Ethnic Relations of the Prime Minister's office, Miklos Soltes, stressed the significance of the Pope's visit to Debrecen. He said Pope St. John Paul II encouraged ecumenical dialogue during his address in the Reformed Great Church of Debrecen. The Pope had also placed a floral wreath at a memorial dedicated to Protestant galley slaves. Soltes also said the Pope's visit paved the way for the excellent ties between the Roman Catholic and Reformed churches. Those are your latest headlines. Do join us tomorrow and visit swnews.org for more updates. Shalom.